Hello, friends of Facebook. I think I am live. It is Sally here, coming at you live from my Facebook personal profile. I am just going to see if I can find myself on my computer so that I can see as people join. I've got myself there. I can see as people join and see your comments as well. So hello everybody, happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day so far. Let me know if you're here joining live. Let me know if you're a client of mine, if you've been a client before and you're tuning in. Let me know that you're watching this. If you're new here and you've never caught me live before, let me know. Everybody, welcome. I'm really excited to be here today. It's not often that I go live in my personal Facebook profile. But I have something very special that I want to share with you today. And I also have a very exciting announcement actually. So an announcement that will help a lot of women start and scale online one-to-many businesses. So I'm really excited for that and I hope you are too. But in the meantime, I'm really here to share something with you that probably isn't actually going to paint me in the best light. So I'm a little bit nervous about sharing this. I've given myself the time and space to process it and heal and forgive and recover, so it's not raw anymore, and now feels like a good time to be sharing it with you. So this is why I'm doing this in a live. So yeah, the reason I'm sharing this is because I really hope it'll help some of you who are watching this to avoid some of the mistakes that I've made over the past few years and to help you really move forward in your business with a bit more ease and a bit less stress and heartache is the truth. So I'm just going to dive straight into it. So like I say, if you're watching this live or on replay, just let me know you're here. If anything comes up for you while I'm sharing this, let me know. If you have any questions or if you want to have a private chat about anything that I raised today, go into my DMs. I'm always happy to have a private conversation in there as well. So okay, so let's dive in. So this is about looking back. So before I started my marketing consultancy, this is like lessons I've learned and mistakes I've made that I'm sharing with you today. So when I started my marketing consultancy back in 2012, believe it or not, it's my 10-year business anniversary this year. I really invested the time, energy and effort to create a very solid business and marketing plan. So I knew that if I was going to quit my very well paid corporate career, I needed to know exactly what this business was going to be. I needed to know my vision for the business, my mission for the business. I needed to be very clear on exactly who my clients were going to be, where I was going to find them, how I was going to help them, what problems they had that I could solve. I needed to know how I was going to actually go to market, like how I was actually going to reach these people, how I was going to make sales. I needed to be really clear on what my offers were and how they pieced together and how I could really create long-term client relationships. I was all about wanting a good mixture of ad hoc project work and some retained work. So I really spent the time to figure out how all of that would look, how I would price it. Literally, I created my proposals, my invoice templates, my contracts. I did competitor research, so I really knew what was out there. I did financial forecasting, exactly how I was going to make sales, like it was all there. I was really prepared. I also saved a significant amount of money while I was working in corporate, while I was creating this business and marketing plan for my new business. So this is another important thing really, and it's a big lesson for I think a lot of us to learn, is that when you're creating a business, it doesn't always take off immediately. So if you are able to create a business as a side hustle while you're still working, or have some kind of income coming in or some financial support during those first few months of business, that is ideal, because you don't want to have huge amounts of pressure, financial pressure on yourself while you're in that stage of growing your business. So before I quit my corporate job, I had to give 6 months notice. I was in a very high paid corporate marketing job. And so I saved huge amounts of money so that when I started my marketing consultancy, I had that really, really solid business and marketing plan. So I had those solid foundations. I knew exactly what I was going to do, how I was going to do it, how it was all going to work. And I had some money in the bank. So I knew that I wasn't, I was going to be able to put fish fingers on the table for a good few months, because I didn't know how long it would take me to make money. So because I had all of those solid foundations in place, because I had that business and marketing plan and I had complete clarity of exactly what I was doing, how and why, I literally made money in the first month of that marketing consultancy business. And over the next 6 years, I consistently made between £2,000 and £6,000 every single month for 7 years. Sorry, I had that business for 7 years. In year 2, I had like a weird 3-month quiet spell, which was very strange and never really happened again. But essentially, the entire time I had that business, I never had a month where I didn't make money. And I do think it was because I had those really solid foundations in place. I knew exactly what I was doing. So I always wanted that business to be a lifestyle business. I kind of knew I was trading time for money. I knew it was pretty much like being employed. I didn't really feel like I had my own business is the truth of the matter. I think a lot of consultants will understand how that feels. You kind of quit your corporate job, you think you're starting your own business, you end up feeling like you're employed by lots of different people. But I was actually earning like loads more money. And I did feel like I had some freedom and flexibility. So that business worked really, really well for me for 7 years. Like I say, I earned really, really good money from it. And I enjoyed it. But then at the beginning, probably end of 2018, beginning of 2019, as often happens, my soul's purpose started calling me a little bit louder. And I realized that I wanted to really break away from working with big corporates that I'd been basically working with my entire career successfully, but it wasn't fulfilling me at all. And I realized that I really wanted to pivot to take my business and marketing skills online, and I wanted to figure out how I could help female solopreneurs, female business owners, if I could take all of this marketing and business knowledge that I had and help female business owners online. That's kind of what I wanted to do. So I was going to pivot my business. I was essentially winding down my business consultancy, my marketing consultancy business, and I was going to now start gearing up this online mentoring business. So you'd think what I would have done was I would have invested the time in creating a business and marketing plan. I'd have gone through the whole process again. I would have done all the stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of this video in terms of understanding exactly what I was going to be doing and how and why and, all that stuff. But I didn't. I didn't. I'd already been running a successful business for like over 7 years. I thought, I've got this. It's going to be super easy. I'm just transitioning my skills online. So I didn't take the time to create solid business foundations for myself. I didn't create that solid business and marketing plan. I just basically dove right in. And honestly, I think in hindsight now, I know it's because I didn't do that work. I didn't do that planning. I didn't create those foundations that my business kind of suffered. And I had very, very inconsistent results for quite a long time. I had a lot of £0 months, which had never happened to me before. Again, I had savings from my consultancy business, so I had money to see me through. But my business was on very, very shaky ground. I thought it would be super easy to transition online. It really, really wasn't. It was like a whole new world. My learning curve was like this, and because I had no real plan, I was a bit lost, to be honest. A lot of mindset stuff came up, a lot of old wounds came up. I had to deal with a lot of stuff, as we all know. I mean, put in the comments if you can relate to that. When you start this kind of business, it's like, the biggest growth portal ever. So I had all of that stuff going on as well. And essentially I wasn't on solid ground because I hadn't invested that time to really understand what my business was and what it meant to me, etc. And obviously the biggest irony in all of this is that that's what I was teaching women to do. I was teaching women how to start online one-to-many businesses that were based on really solid foundations that would give them everything they need to grow their businesses online in a way that felt really good for them and gave them that financial and time and, you know, freedom that we are all looking for. So obviously I was teaching that, and that was all based on my own lived experience, my learning of online, all my digital and online marketing experience. But the thing is, I didn't actually do the work myself for a long time. And honestly, it cost me a lot of money, a lot of stress, a lot of heartache. Like, I don't ever feel like anything is wasted. I always think that it's all part of our journey. But in hindsight, I do wish I had invested in building those solid foundations for this business a heck of a lot sooner. Because it took me a long time to see what was right in front of me, and that I hadn't put these foundations in place, and that's why myself and my business were actually struggling. So I had to slow everything down. I had to quieten down my ego, because trust me, it was taking a major hit at that time. Here's the business and marketing expert who hasn't actually been prioritizing her own business and marketing. So I really did just kind of want to run and hide. I didn't want to have to face all of this, but I knew if I was going to make this business a success, I had to kind of stop, take stock, and kind of take everything I had and create those solid foundations for myself again. So what I did was I became my own best client. And I started to really invest in building these solid foundations for myself. And essentially, I took myself through my own program. I took myself through my own business program that I had created. I have to say, it's a very interesting process doing that. And I do recommend everyone does it, because it really helps you to spot things that aren't quite right in your program. But it also helps you to actually see how great your program actually is, and how meaningful it is, and how transformational it is. So going through my own program, I dug deeper into my own, like, rather than thinking about what I was doing to help everyone else, I focused on me for a while. I was like, right, what do I want? What's my mission here? What's my context? What's my vision? What's my why? Like, I reviewed everything, my methodology, what lit me up inside, what I was good at, what I really wanted to be creating in the world. What set my soul on fire, who I really wanted to work with. I reviewed all of my offers. I really wanted to make sure that everything was at a very, very high standard, that everything was really as high a quality as I could possibly get it. And that it was making fullest use of all my gifts and expertise. I think I put myself in a small marketing box for a long time. And I really took the time to figure out what it was I wanted to do and what I was good at. So I also completely revamped the back office systems of my business, completely revamped them. And I put in place these sticky systems that actually attracted more potential clients into my business, and actually created this client journey where they could qualify themselves in and become clients in my business with me doing less of that kind of work. So I really, really systemized my business, put more processes in place to help my business scale in a way that wouldn't require me to be chained to my desk 24/7. I took a long, hard look at my branding, like I say, the standards I'd set, the quality of everything. I asked myself, who am I in all of this? Like, how do I want to be showing up? How do I want to actually build this business? You know, I think a lot of times we think there's one way and that we've got to do it a certain way. But I took the time to really think, like, what do I actually want? I did all the monetization, the business model stuff, the forecasting, all of that stuff. I basically took the time to build my own solid foundations in my business, just like I've been teaching everyone else to do for years. And I have to say the change was quite remarkable. So things all started to become more consistent. Things started to flow much easier. My community and my email list grew and became a lot more engaged as well. I began attracting the kind of clients that I actually really wanted to work with. I started actually doing more of the work that I love, which is actually one-to-one mentoring. I hadn't really realized that's what I love the most, but I started doing more of that work. More people started coming to me for one-to-one mentoring. My results became more consistent. I started making more money, and everything kind of flowed together in a much easier way. So the moral of that painful story, and I'm actually sweating having told you all of that, but the moral of that painful story is to be your own best client, because that will, when you're your own best client and you've actually done the work or you're doing the work, I promise you, the way you are and the way you're being will be the best advert to your community of the power of your work. So be your own client, go through your own programs, do the work. So there it is, like my kind of confession, I suppose, that I am the business and marketing mentor who completely neglected my own business and marketing for quite a long time and really did suffer the consequences. And obviously I've had to move through quite a lot of shame and guilt, to be honest, and embarrassment to be able to share this with you now. I've obviously given myself quite a lot of time to forgive and to heal and to turn my ship around before I'm sharing this with you. And obviously the main reason I'm sharing this with you is in the hope that if you do feel you're on shaky ground with your business, that really, first of all, being your own best client and doing the work that you're talking about, but also really taking the time to build those solid foundations for yourself, get back on solid ground, and remember it's foundations for you and for your business. Like, you are your business. You're both really, really important in this picture. And then when you've got those solid foundations, you can really start enjoying those consistent results, the time and money freedom and the impact that we've all probably pretty much got into business for. So that brings me to today's big announcement, which I'm really excited about, because with all of this in mind, I've really been thinking about who I'm here to help, how I want to help them, and what my current offer structure is. So I've decided to take my Business Foundations program and offer a online group option for it, an online group format for it. This is a program I've been pouring so much into for so many years. As I've just said, I've gone through the program myself. Over the winter, I massively amped up the quality of every single thing within the program, but also really simplified the learning and implementation experience as well. The program includes everything basically I've mentioned here today about building solid foundations, all of that business and marketing planning stuff that I did at the beginning of my business journey. It includes all of that. There are 10 modules that are all broken down into short bite-sized videos to make it really, really easy for you to progress through the program. I've changed the format of it. You get instant access to all 10 modules, so you can really work through this program at your own pace. Everyone who enrolls in the program gets 12 months access to all of the materials. So really that is plenty of time to really build solid foundations. And the good thing about that as well is the program is really designed to get you to your first 10K consistently. But as your business then grows, you can dip back into the program and pull out other ideas and strategies and tactics to layer onto your business if that's what you want to do as well. There's a private Facebook community where we obviously, support one another, and it's a great place to share what you're working on. And also in this group online format, there are 6 group mentoring sessions. Now, this is really important, and I've really worked hard to keep those in there, because I don't know if you've had group mentoring before or not, but it is the most powerful mentoring experience, because you learn so much from every single person who's on the call. And in my programs, we tend to have no more than 10 people on a group call at any one time. So your learning is literally 10x. You literally learn 10 times the amount, and you get to take really, really fast action as well. So because I've been able to really simplify this program, actually increase the quality, but modify the way it's being presented, the format for you, into this online group format, I'm now able to offer this program at £1,200. I don't think it's ever been at that level before. So I've been able to shave off nearly £2,000 from the cost of this program by doing all of the work that I've done on it over the past 9 months. 10 months. It's feeling really good. My coach is always telling me to hold things lightly. My natural instinct is to hold on to things really, really tight. And I'm really learning to let go. And over time, this program has begun to feel a bit heavy for me. It didn't feel in alignment, and this simplification of the program and creating this online group option, it's just made the program feel really light for me again. I'm really excited about it again. So today, essentially, I'm offering you, firstly, the opportunity to really think about the foundations for yourself and your business. Are you on rock solid ground, having great results, really consistent, your business is ready for scale, and everything feels great? Because if that's the case, fab, congratulations. I know that you've taken the time to build solid foundations for yourself. But if you do feel on shaky ground and you know you want to build a business for the long term, because remember, this isn't about short term results. This is about building a business that's going to feed and free you for your lifetime. So if you're really ready to invest in creating that business and marketing plan, those solid foundations to create a proper business for yourself, then I invite you to hop into my foundations program in this new online group format, which is available for you for £1,200. I am trialing this for the summer. It's my summer sale. It's going to be available from today throughout August. We're going to see how it goes. If it's popular, we might keep it, but we'll see. So there's also a payment plan, so you don't have to pay the £1,200 all in one go. And I have included an upgrade. So if you do want to join and have that one-to-one support with me as well, that is available for you too. So if this is calling to you, I'll pop the link to join the program in the comments below. If you've got any questions, either send me a DM or put a comment down below. Any questions that are coming up, let me know. This feels really good to be able to offer this to you. Deep in my soul, I really want to help women create these online one-to-many businesses, because there is so much opportunity and so much potential in them. And the impact and income you can actually enjoy is so limitless. It's literally insane. So before I sign off, thank you to everyone who's watching. Like I say, pop in the comments, let me know what you've got from this. I just want to say that, like, you are already a remarkable human being, and nobody on this planet can do things quite the way you do them. There's room for all of us. There is so much opportunity in this online space. The world needs you. You're ready. Let's go. So that's it from me today. I hope that you've really enjoyed that you've taken some value from it. Like I say, if you do want to hop into that foundations program in the new online group format at 1,200, the link will be in the comments. Any questions, let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love you. You're doing great. Keep going. Mwah. See you later.